Saturday morning. Morning everybody. Hope you're well. Just doing a little video update. Keep you tuned in. As some of you know, we had a meeting last week to determine whether or not we were going to go and do the searches. Got a good response from that. Thank you everybody for signing up. Great response, over 100 people and more still coming. So we got 8 search dates lined up. We're not going to publicly disclose those dates, but we are going to contact everybody who signed up. So you'll be getting a phone call or an email giving you those dates. We'd ask you to keep those to yourself. We don't want to make everybody aware, for obvious reasons, of the dates we're going to be searching. But the search teams will entail medics, security and administrators. The administrator will be tuned in on exactly what information we need to get, and we'll get the data back from those search teams. And after those 8 searches, we intend to put a report together to disclose that information to the public, to let you guys at home know exactly what's going on in our town, and not just our town, other towns and cities across England. I was reading something that was quite startling, really, but it ties in with the practice of gatekeeping that we're trying to get the council to admit that they're doing, first of all, but I doubt they'll ever do that, but to at least outlaw this process of gatekeeping. This is how they get the homeless people, this is how they get them from, this is how they hide from their responsibility. And it says, it's a report, part of a report, that the council follow these sort of interpreted instructions. And it says in England, councils only have a duty to find somewhere for a person to live if they have a priority need. And this includes families and children, people who are in emergency after a flood or a fire, or who are vulnerable for various other reasons. In addition, they must not have deliberately done. This is how they get them. This is it, right here. In addition, they must not have deliberately done or failed to do anything that has caused them to become homeless. So they must not have deliberately done anything or failed to do anything that has caused them to become homeless. So they use this as a tactic and a tool to not have to deal with people. You get it? So if a person has failed to pay the rent, or if a person leaves a property because, there could be 1,000 reasons, might be getting bullied off the neighbour, there might be drug dealers in the same building, there's loads of reasons, but if they fail to do anything that has caused them to become homeless, so they can literally use that, they can say, no, sorry, you failed to do something, whatever it might be, and for that reason we don't have to claim responsibility. But can you see how they're just stitching everyone up? It's a stitch up, people. It's a stitch up of the homeless. In addition, they must not have deliberately done or failed to do anything that has caused them to become homeless. The council can use that as a tactic to push that person away. and say, you know, go into private lets and rented tenancies, and they get lost then in the system, and they don't register themselves homeless. So of course the stats and the numbers and the figures don't stack up, do they? Again, they don't have to register them as homeless. Terrible, isn't it? Terrible, people. But there you go. That's just a little update for you. Hope everybody continues to support this campaign. Not just here in Blackpool, but in other towns and cities. We're hearing rumours and stories. People are sending messages about setting up their own campaigns. So that's great that we, you know, if we're inspiring other people to do the same in their town and do their own independent head counts. But it looks to me like it's probably happening everywhere. But there we are. I'm not going to go on too long this morning. I'll leave it at that. Just end this video and say thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon.